Today we're going to learn about how to divide a quantity in a given ratio, how to divide an amount in a given ratio in different parts. So we're going to divide a large amount or maybe even a small amount into different parts. Let's see how it's done using the examples that we have. Example 1. It says there are 3 business partners, Samantha, Marwa and Layla, are dividing their profits for 2013 in the ratio 4 to 5 to 3, respectively. Find how much each of them will receive if the total profit is $144,000. So the total profits that they made in their business was $144,000, and they're going to now split it, not equally, they're going to split it in a ratio. They're going to split it where Samantha's going to get 4 parts, and Marwa's going to get 5 parts, and Layla's going to get 3 parts. Now, what do we mean by the word respectively? Meaning that the names are Samantha, Marwa, Layla, in that order. So we have Samantha, Marwa, and Layla. And they are in the ratio, it's going to be split in the ratio 4 to 5 to 3. So the same way that the names were mentioned, the ratio will be the same way. That's what we mean by the word respectively. So here, Samantha is going to get 4 parts, Marwa is going to get 5 parts, and Layla is going to get 3 parts. Now, let's work it out. We notice there are how many parts altogether? Altogether, there are 4 plus 5 plus 3 parts. So we want to work out first, 144,000, how many parts is it going to get divided into? It's going to get divided into 4 plus 5 plus 3. So it's going to get divided into 12 parts. So 144,000 is going to get divided into 12 parts. So now let's see and find out how much Samantha will get. Well, Samantha, let's put her name as S. She's going to get how many parts? She's going to get 4. She's going to get 4 out of the total 12 parts times $144,000. Grab your calculator, put it in your calculator, 4 out of 12 times 144,000, and she's going to receive $48,000 as the profits for her. So Samantha is going to get 4 parts out of the 12 times 144,000. $48,000 she's going to receive. What about Marwa? Let's see. She's going to get 5 parts out of the total 12 parts that are out there. So she's going to get 5 out of the 12 times $144,000, and she's going to receive $60,000 as her share. And lastly, Layla is the last person there. We're going to find out her share as well. She gets 3 parts out of the total 12 parts times 144,000. How much will she receive? 3 out of 12 times 144,000. She's going to get $36,000. Very important when we're working with the calculator, we always double check. Sometimes we think we know the answer, but sometimes we can actually make mistakes. So always double check your answers, especially when you're working out with big numbers. You can't afford to make mistakes. Here we can tell that Marwa is going to get the largest share. She has the largest parts. She has 5. Guess what? She received 60,000. Samantha is going to be next with 48,000. And lastly, Layla's going to be with 36,000. Now, if you want to make sure we got it correct, another way to just check is to add them up. 48,000 plus 60,000 plus 36,000. You have to get the total of 144,000, just to double check and make sure you're doing it correctly. Another example. A farm has sheep, cows and goats in the ratio 5 to 2 to 3. If there are 200 animals altogether, how many sheep are there? So we're first asked to find how many sheep there are. Again, we are dividing the animals, the total, in the given ratio. We're asked to find sheep. Now let's find out how many sheep there are. So we have sheep to cows to goats. So we have sheep, cows and goats in the ratio 5, 2 and 3. So 5 parts are sheep, 2 parts are cows and 3 parts are goats. How many sheep are there? Well, how many parts are there altogether? Altogether we have 5 plus 2 plus 3. We have 10 parts altogether. Now we know that we want sheep. 5 parts are sheep out of the 10 total parts out there, times 200. So 5 over 10, grab your calculator, times 200, 100 sheep. There are 100 sheep on this farm. Next, we are asked to find how many cows are there. So cows we know are 2 parts. So cows are 2 parts out of the 10, times, there are 200 animals, 2 over 10 times 200, there are 40 cows on the farm. And lastly, we are asked how many goats are there. Now the goats, there are 3 parts out of the 10 total parts, times 200. 3 parts out of the 10 times 200, there are 60 goats altogether. Altogether we have 40 cows, 100 sheep, 60 goats. Again, double check, do they add up to 200 animals altogether? 60 plus 100 plus 40, yes, they add up to 200. We actually did them correctly. Very easy. Make sure you find out the total parts and then put it as a fraction. Sheep, there are 5 out of 10. Cows, there are 2 out of 10. And goats, there are 3 out of 10. And it's that simple. Very important. Follow the process. You will always get it right. When you're dividing an amount in a given ratio, set it this way, and hopefully you'll always get it right without any mistakes. Always show working out to get full marks.